Hey, welcome to the Cohn Phone. I'm Grant Cohn. It's kind of a misnomer, the title of this show, because there is no phone. You don't call in. There's a link in the chat that's pinned to the top. If you want to call in, click that. Then you'll be on the show. You'll have to wait in the waiting room for your turn, but then I'll let you on the show. I'll be here for an hour. I'm not going to talk too much. I got to get lunch quickly after this, quickly. Then I got to get my hair cut because it's getting long. So we got until 11. I'll take as many calls as I can. Right now, we got Ninergang, Korean 49er, and Chris Talerico waiting. I'm going to go with Chris first because he's driving and he pulled over. Then I'm going to go with Korean 49er because it's a tradition. Sorry, Korean 49er. I got to go with Chris, though, because he's in a car and I feel bad. Chris, what's going on?
Hey, what's up?
How you doing?
I'm doing all right. You kind of tricked me a couple weeks ago when you, after the trade, you said it was going to be on Sunday and then I left on Saturday. But I'm not even going to talk about Trey.
Okay.
We all know how disgusting that whole situation was. So first, I just want to say real quick, Niners, I don't understand how this Bosa thing is even an issue. Bosa's the type of player you either trade for parts, and they should have done that at the Combine this year, or you just give them the blank check. And there's no negotiation here. It's one or the other. They didn't do option A, so option B is just
They tried to find option C, Chris, but it's not there.
No, there is no option C. What are they?
And you know what makes it look really dumb on their part when they said that what they budgeted for this? Apparently not.
No, of course not. They didn't budget for anything. This team is always behind the curve when it comes to these types of deals and these types of trades. And I know they're so proud.
They're so proud of like dragging it out, but like you could have just signed it last year. There was no rule against it. You probably should have.
Yes, either that or trade them. One or the other.
Yeah. Yeah,
I think that's why I think this might be Lynch's last year. I don't think he's making it even to the offseason this year. I think that we can all kind of see how the season's probably going to go. And I think all the rumors last season or the season before, 3-5, ooh, is Lynch going to be gone? I think that this time it's probably going to happen.
So if things don't work out this year, you think Lynch will be the scapegoat? Why? I'm not disinterested.
I think Lynch will be the first one to go because he's the easiest one to go. And I think because you've already got Adam Peters right there waiting to come in. And you want to give Adam Peters from like week 10 on to either shop Kyle, find an OC. You know, once you get rid of Kyle's handpicked dude, you can kind of sneak in there and say, all right, Kyle, we got this OC now, and we got this and we got that. But I honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if both of them were gone by the time the next season started. Niners kind of have that Jason Garrett, Jeff Fisher type thing going on right now where they got a coach who's okay, but you kind of know what you're going to get with them every year, and it's always going to be the same record.
Yeah, pretty much. It's always going to be the same problems. Yeah.
But one thing I wanted to say before, I go, before you kick me off, is I think that once Jimmy retires and doesn't need the Shanahans and doesn't need the media to back him up and all that stuff, write a book. You write a book about this whole thing. You've got enough connections with the players, and Jimmy will talk to you. The other Jimmy will talk to you. Jimmy Ward will talk to you. Trey might talk to you. Yeah. There are 1,000 stories. There are stories here that need to be told. How did Jimmy go from a Super Bowl caliber quarterback to needing a new starting quarterback to being the best chance to win to try in like 3 months? It's insane.
Yeah, the weird situation from the people who were involved in it. Although Kyle said it wasn't weird. Yeah.
No. It's peculiar or whatever the hell else he said. It's
unusual.
The thing needs to be told, and there's not anybody who wants to tell the story apparently, except for you. And You don't have, no one's gonna talk right now. Jimmy's this close. He's like this close to like.
I don't know, man. People are afraid of the Shanahans. I feel like RG3's been biting his tongue for a decade, but he's, you know what I mean? Like, so we'll see. We'll see. Chris, great to see you, man. Thanks for calling in.
Nice to get you. Oh no, thank you. And I am actually on the phone, so it is a phone.
Good point. Good point. Brian Berquist says Bosa previously said he didn't need to be the highest paid player, so WTF is even going on right now? Good question. Grant Cohn's eyebrow, there it is, says worried about kicker. Get Robbie G or Clee Torres. Why you gotta make fun of my eyebrows, man? Why you gotta go there? Yeah, I got Martin Scorsese eyebrows. I'm getting my hair cut today. He's probably gonna like trim the eyebrow. That's embarrassing. He's like, would you like me to get those for you? Yes. Korean 49er, what's up?
I'm good, Grant. How are you?
I'm good.
I'll keep it short. Just pay Bosa. Just get it done however you got to do it. We don't need a leaky sieve of a defense, just like a leaky sieve of a potential offensive line, at least the right half of the offensive line.
Okay, here's a theory. Maybe the Niners are just going to give Bosa what he wants, but they're going to do it at the very last minute just to say that they tried to negotiate, even though they didn't actually negotiate. Hey, we played hardball. We gave him exactly what he wanted, but we made him wait.
Yeah, that's
a win.
The hard part about the hardball games. They made him wait instead of just getting it done and not making it an issue.
Just hurt themselves by making. I mean, like the price didn't go down. You lost reps for him. I mean, he may not be in football shape. You know, they talk about that. Lynch said you need 3 weeks to get in football shape. He'll have maybe a week if he signs tomorrow. A week if he signs tomorrow.
Yeah, but I believe he'll keep up the Mr. Olympia style body. So.
Me too.
But one other thing, I do kind of feel that this could be the last year for Lynch and Shanahan. I just get that weird feeling. I mean, to me, Kyle can't agree on a quarterback outside of Brock, and we don't know if he'll be able to stay healthy at all this season, or Kyle won't find a way to keep him healthy for this season. And
yeah, like you got to give him credit for building what they've built, but at the same time, like, what is the vision at quarterback? What is the vision for the future? It seems like their vision at quarterback is get a guy on a rookie deal and play him until he gets hurt, and then get another guy on a rookie deal and play him until he gets hurt. Like, is that really a plan? Is it? I don't know. We'll see.
I just think it's, we'll just stick it, throw spaghetti against the wall and just see what sticks kind of approach.
Yeah. But good thing they have the best offensive line in the NFL, so they're going to be fine at quarterback. It's okay.
Yeah.
They thought about this. Korean 49er, good to see you.
Thank you, sir.
Take care. All right, we got Ninergang, Jaleel, and then A. Donato. So, guys, get ready. Ninergang, what's up?
Greg, how we doing today, buddy?
We're doing great.
Dude, love the necklace, man. Been noticing you've been rocking it. Looks good on you, brother. Keep it up.
Thank you. Appreciate you.
And real quick, what you just said with Korean 49ers, they're going to pay him what he wants anyway at the end. How did that help the team?
Didn't.
How does that help the team keeping Bosa gone this long, not interacting?
It doesn't. It just like upholds their reputation as a team that's like a tough negotiator. They don't just give the player what they want right away. I feel like maybe they feel it would create a bad precedent. I don't know. I'm grasping at straws here, man. It feels like when they said they budgeted for Nick Bosa, that should have been done right away. Something weird must have happened. Maybe they didn't budget for what. Maybe they were unaware of what Nick Bosa really wanted.
I think you're right. I don't think they were aware of what he actually wanted. They didn't. They don't value him like he values himself. Obviously, we can all see that. Otherwise, they would have been signed. But with the distraction of that quarterback situation, I just think they overlooked it, thinking, "Oh, we budgeted for this. We're good. We don't need to worry about nothing." Nick's like, "Nope, this is what I want."
I don't like the idea of spending $35 million a year on a person on any player.
Well, Nick Bosa
it's got to be a quarterback if you're spending that much, and even then, there's like 7 quarterbacks worth that much in the world.
Bosa is a great player, but
yeah,
you got his point for these streams the past 2 to 3 weeks. He has an injury. He's injury prone.
Yeah, and part of the value with Bosa the last 4 years is that he was on a rookie contract. He was one of the bigger bargains in the league. Now that's not going to be the case in a few years. It's going to be so expensive.
At $35 million, he should 14, 15, 16 sacks a season. What did he get last year?
And look at his brother. His brother is 2 years older than him. Got $100 million in the bank. Played like 5 games last year. Had 2.5 sacks. Do you think that the Chargers are regretting giving all of that quarterback money to Joey Bosa? Like, where did that get him? I'm sure they'd love to get out of that contract.
Oh, 100%, 100%. And Nick Bosa, I feel being away from the team this long with what we're coming up against with all the distractions, because we all know there's a massive amount of distractions beyond what us fans even know. We don't know what's going on behind closed doors. For example, getting rid of Trey with the receivers and all this other stuff. And now Brock's regressing. Deloading is what they're calling it these days.
Yeah, it's the new word. Deloading.
Deloading. I like it. I like it.
Deloading. I like it. I like it.
Figure a way out to use it.
It sounds scientific.
It's not scientific. It's a BS excuse for we push this hard. And I think with a Purdy thing, I really think Purdy was pushing himself a little bit more harder than what he really probably wanted to, because he's seen the improvement in Trey. And he had to question in his mind. Everybody said it. Trey was improving. Brock starts pushing himself, coming back. Oh, I'm fine. Pushing a little bit more. And now look where we're at. What happens? I think it was one of your guys' streams a couple days ago. What happened when we get to week 10?
That's my question.
And
how come this deloading started right after they traded Trey Lance? Why?
Because he pushed himself too hard and he wasn't upfront with his trainers, the staff, or anybody in between. And now that it's gone, he is not at work.
Because he wasn't competing for the starting job, but it's implied if Trey Lance is still here, and Darnold's still here, and he's the next Steve Young, and you spend all these first-round picks, like you have to go out and perform to leave no doubt in the coach's mind that you're the guy, the real deal.
What Brock Purdy's failing to mention right now, even though we all know Sam Darnold, he doesn't realize how much Shanahan likes that dude. I don't know why.
Or maybe he does. He does.
If he did, I think he would still be pushing a little bit harder and we wouldn't see this deloading thing. But I don't think he's really up to par as far as to 2 bad games, dude. 1 bad game, maybe you're done. You're on the bench. You're going to ride the bench. Sammy's going to get his shot, and we're all downhill from there.
Kyle's very much like, what have you done for me lately at quarterback?
That's exactly how Kyle Shanahan is. He don't care that you had 7, 8 good games. If Brock starts off 0-2 this year, which is very likely, then, here we come, Sam Darnold.
I wouldn't say very likely because the Rams are a joke, but it's possible. It's possible.
It's very possible, but
Hey, name 2 players on the Rams offensive line. Go.
I can't do it.
Me neither. I looked at it earlier today, and I still couldn't tell you. I was like, I'd never heard of their left tackle, left guard, center. Like, who the hell are these? Anyway, I got to take more calls. Ninergang, always good to see you.
Have a good
Peace.
day.
All right, Jaleel, you ready? You pulled over? You good? What's up?
Yo, you get me?
How you doing?
What's good? You get me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Yeah.
What's up, man?
Where you calling from?
Savannah,
Cool.
Georgia.
Never been.
Yeah.
Cool. Nice.
Hey, check this out, man. I think we give these guys too much credit, man. And I say that because, like, we always say how they built this good roster, right?
Mm-hmm.
How much does that matter if we don't have a quarterback? That's like you saying I have this nice muscle car with all of these cool things on it, but I got a 4-cylinder in it.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying?
That's right.
Man,
Absolutely.
Like, it's really giving them too much credit, man. I really believe so, man. And I'm a fan. I've been a fan since 5 years old. You know what I'm saying?
It's like if you take out the most expensive piece, like the engine, and just spend on everything else, you could probably pimp your ride like Exhibit, but it's not going to be fun to drive, and you're not going to win the race. So what's the point? Like you have...
What?
I was going to say, like, you got, like, the little goldfish in the back, you know what I mean? It doesn't matter.
Yeah. And then, like, the question is, like, if other franchises build a team like this, like not paying a quarterback, they can build a team like this, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, they look like you're not paying the quarterback, man. You're not paying the quarterback. It's easy to build a team like this, man.
You should look at their offensive line. They're spending 27 on Trent Williams, but I don't think they're spending more than 2 on anyone else. It's wild.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
It's just like I called a while ago. It's just a flaw, man. It's just flawed, man. It's been flawed from the get-go, man. It's flawed, man. And
you know how you know it's flawed? Because Robert Saleh left, and the first thing he did was get a quarterback. D'Amico left, and the first thing he did was get a quarterback. Like, none of these people who worked with Kyle Shanahan were like, yeah, I'm going to do what he did. No.
I think Salah going to get a Super Bowl for Shanahan, do, man.
Yeah, that team could go worst to first for sure this year with Rodgers. They had the 4th-ranked defense last year. The Jets.
I don't think we're gonna win the Super Bowl with Cal, man. And this year, man, I'm gonna end on this note. And this year, man, there was too much drama going on, man. Like, I don't see us winning a lot of games, man. I really don't.
There's a lot of drama, right? It feels like if there were any adversity, this team could fall apart.
Yeah. Like, man, us fans gotta stop. Us fans gotta get out the bubble of being fans and start being like realistic. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And I know you're not a fan, but
analytical.
Like, man, yeah, like, man, look at everything that's going on. I played football. I played college. I didn't play the pro, of course, but I played college. And when drama went on, man, we weren't the same team, man.
Right.
We weren't the same team.
It's hard enough to get all those players pulling the same direction, right?
Yeah, man. And then like I saw BA. They asked BA about Trey, and I can imagine a lot of those guys feeling some type of way about what happened with Trey. It wasn't even the fact that like he was named quarterback 3. It was like how everything transpired.
Right.
Man, I don't think we're gonna ever win the season this year, man.
Ooh. Yeah. I can see it. All right, Jaleel. Thanks for calling in.
Have a good one. Appreciate it.
All right, appreciate you. HR says, Mama said knock you out. How was LL? I had a great time. He put on a great show. He was like still in good shape, running around the stage. I feel like no rapper in the history of rap has had more stage presence like in an actual concert setting than LL Cool J. He was like, and he still could do it. And then it was cool. So he's like 55 years old. He was in great shape doing his thing. Then Ice-T came out last. I love Ice-T. He's like 65. So he was kind of walking around the stage. And at one point he was like, man, I'm 65 years old. I was like, yeah. Anyway, that was tight. Hey, Donato, hold on. You're next. Need more deloading talk, Grant. I don't want to talk about that with you. Hey, Donato, what's up?
Yeah, no, I don't know what's going on. Well, the deloading, we'll see if that continues, though, the deloading into the season with Brock. I'm not so sure. It could just be this week before the mini bye week before the season starts, but I don't really know. It's kind of strange that it happened right after Trey was gone, which was, hard to see. But, I don't know. And kind of like what the last guy was just saying, kind of a revealing week, for Niner fans. I mean, I don't really consider myself a diehard fan, but as an observer, it's just kind of like, I don't know, very revealing week for Kyle and John. Just kind of like, I guess it's like you kind of said it at the draft, I believe, or no, the combine. When you question, is Trey, going to be wanting to trade? You kind of asked then. I think it's been on the wall since then. I don't know. It's been a long time coming, I think, which is kind of devastating to see. So kind of tough. But no, I was just gonna say, and then with the whole Bosa thing, I can't believe it's taking this long. Seeing how it was budgeted for and all this and that, I don't know what's going on. So we'll see.
It makes you look incompetent when you say this has been budgeted for and then you don't sign him. Like, why would you even say that?
I don't know. Don't ask me. And that's the thing. And same with all of it. Kind of like the Trey, kind of playing Trey like that, just not being on it. It didn't seem everything's kind of, it's been, I don't know, all over the place. But I think, and then I wanted to say, I think the Jalen Graham, keeping him over McCrary Ball, we'll see how that goes. That was a bold move. I saw he signed with the Jets too, so I think not good. We'll see if he clings on over there.
Yeah, Robert Saleh knows. He knows what he's doing.
He knows,
especially a linebacker.
He knows how to use exactly. He knows how to use them and what to do with them. So we'll see. But the Graham and the Winchers, we'll see how they do. I don't know. So exciting time for the season coming up, but. No, and I wanted to say last time I called in, kind of unfootball related, real quick. Sexy Beast, the film you recommended a couple weeks ago. I checked it out. Nice. So a little strange, but man, oh man, yeah.
Quite. It's probably the best British. Yeah. I would say it's the best British gangster film of all time. Not that there's that many.
Yeah. It was. I was gonna say some of the Guy Ritchie stuff, but not other than that.
Yeah.
I don't. Right, but no, that was
dude.
Good.
Don Logan, Don Logan, and the guy from Deadwood. I mean, like two of the scariest bad guys of all time. Not crazy.
Expecting that. Very, very. Yeah, it's very something else. Anyway, I was be sure.
All right,
have a good drive to Pittsburgh. Travel safe and.
Thank you, man.
Okay, and I'll talk to you.
All right,
everybody be safe, and I'll talk to you next week. Okay.
Have a good one, man. Thank you. All right, let's get to Rocky and Jeremy and Jordan. Rocky, there. What's up?
Hey, Grant, what's going on, man?
How you doing, Rocky? I'm doing good. Good to see you,
man. Hey, I just want to, likewise. I just want to make this real quick. I loved it when Matt Mielko told Kyle they agreed with Jimmy about the quarterback situation being weird. Oh man, he was real snarky about it, like you said. But just to hear Matt Mielko come out and agree with that, I really like that. It really put Kyle on the front street. Kyle's always been arrogant about the whole situation. And I mean, everybody knows he mishandled the whole situation. But it was just good to hear Matt Mayelko kind of put him on blast about it. You know, he was thrown off by that. He was thrown off.
Well, Jimmy put him on blast about that, and I think go ahead.
No, I'm done. Go. You go ahead.
No. You're right. No, you go.
Yeah. Jimmy, like you was saying, Jimmy put him on blast. You know, and Jimmy, it's good to see Jimmy really come out and be like, man, you know, Kyle. You know, Jimmy didn't really say what he wanted to say. He was trying to be professional about it because it's Jimmy. But it was just good to kind of put Kyle on blast street. You know, because he this whole quarterback situation was a total debacle. You know,
I think the thing with this quarterback thing. I think the thing with this quarterback thing, though, is that, like, everyone knows it's weird. Everyone knows it's a debacle. It's just people have been, like, afraid to say it because Shanahan's like a powerful person in the NFL who everyone thinks is great. But for his own former player, quarterback, who's now with the Raiders, to come out and say it, it's like the green light. It's like, well, if Jimmy said it, Matt can say it to Kyle's face. You know what I'm saying? And Kyle has to, like, either take it, which is what he should have done, and agree, like, yeah, I'd have to say it's kind of weird. Everyone could, you know, or he can sort of like argue, like, actually, no, it's peculiar.
Right. Use another term.
You lost.
Unique, like you said, unique, peculiar.
Yeah, that's a weak move. You don't start finding different adjectives. Yeah, get out of here. All right, Rocky.
That's
I got to take some more calls, man.
I appreciate you.
Yeah, he is. Thank you, Rocky. His connection wasn't too good. Tommy says, what if CAT bell dog? Good question. Okay, let's go. Jeremy. Jordan, you're next. Jeremy, what's up?
Yes, sir. What up with my dog?
Yes, sir. What's up?
Listen, shout out to all the 88 babies. We in this. Listen.
Yeah, man.
I just want
to. More than ever. You look like you're 28 years old. I just want to say, you're looking great.
Hey, playing back. Just got done playing basketball. Playing basketball keeps you.
That's what's up. That's what's up.
Listen, I wanted to rewind time real quick. Let's go back to 2 years ago, even three. We can even go 3 years ago, but we'll go 2.
All right.
Back, and I'm not. This is not a I told you so or I know. No, I'm not.
Go for it,
coach. But we visited this. We you know I was a big Jimmy fan.
Yeah.
And when I used to defend Jimmy, I used to tell you all the time, Grant, you getting after Jimmy. It ain't Jimmy. It's Kyle.
Yeah.
Now 2 years. I love.
Now I'm like, maybe it was Kyle. Maybe it was Kyle. Now that Jimmy's gone, I don't have to watch him play football I was tired of watching him play football, but now that he's gone, I don't have to watch him play football anymore. I'm like, you know what? Jimmy had a point.
Like, oh my God. Okay. But to Kyle's credit, listen, I just want to say, I've been saying this for like the last week. I've been fucking with Jack. Excuse my language.
It's all right.
I've been messing with Jack. I'm still a little butthurt about Jesse messing with the Cowboys fans. I'm not feeling that. This is Niner Nation, right? Like we're not
okay.
So
okay.
This is how I feel. Kyle has shown growth. It's very small. It's small, but it's growth.
Wow.
He got rid of
what a curveball. Okay.
Yes. I asked you at the beginning of this year. I begged you. I didn't ask you. I begged you, Grant. I said, please don't condone the quarterback controversy. You
did.
You hit me with the eye roll like, okay, Jeremy.
Watch me.
Yes. I'm like, fuck. And Kyle shut it down. Now, I feel you. I know you have a job to do, and I back you 100%. So I'm going to keep it very calm and shut. I ain't going to say too much. But for all the fans out there that's talking about we're going to have a bad season, do you not know what's going on with this whole Bosa? Like, once they sign him, that's called a morale booster. So all this bullshit you're talking about, we're gonna go 5 wins this year. Stop. Ninergang. Niners. Like,
Stop. Stop. I didn't say they're gonna win 5 games. I didn't say they're gonna win 5 games at all.
Grant, but I'm hearing guys like, we don't have Bosa, and they got rid of Trey. We're gonna win 4 games and 5 games this year. I'm like, what are you smoking? What are you smoking? Don't smoke that. That's not good. Not good.
How many games is Sam Darnold gonna play this year before you go?
I say 3. I'd say 3. I think he'll. I think Brock will have something later on in the season just to give him a break, but they'll blow up something. I don't know. I just assume this. I don't fuck.
Let's take a week off. He'll take a week off. I like it. All right, Jeremy.
I don't see much. So 12 wins this year.
12 wins, baby.
12 wins.
All right, Jeremy.
Ninergang. Later, Grant.
Good call. That was really good. Jordan, thank you for pulling over, man. Appreciate it.
Yeah, of course. I'm sitting in the Petco parking lot picking up some.
That's a nice spot. That's a nice spot. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Speaking of my cat, though, you shouted out a GoFundMe last year for him because he broke his hip, and I just wanted to say thank you for that.
Hey, how's he doing?
Oh, dude, he's doing awesome. You can't even tell that anything happened.
Good to know.
Heck Good to know. On to that last year's point. All it takes is a couple of injuries for us to be that 3 or 4 or 5 win team. Like,
if Trent Williams misses a month, they would have like the cheapest offensive line in the league. It wouldn't even be an offensive line. It would be like an offensive. I don't even know what you'd call it.
Yeah, there's not as much depth as
sheet of paper. Yeah.
Yeah. What I really wanted to talk about, though, is you've discussed some interest in playing Madden and like doing the Niners, but you've said like that you don't know if you'd be very good at actually controlling and playing. But
I haven't played Madden since like 2004.
Yeah, but what you could do is you could play as the GM.
Oh.
And you don't even actually have to control the players.
I like that.
The roster.
That's what I wanted. Let's see if I can do a better job than Kyle.
Yeah.
Hey, guess what? Trey Lance is a 97. I developed him. You didn't.
Exactly.
When I was a kid, I used to do that, and we used to stay up all night. This was before we had driver's licenses. I'll go to my friend's house, and we'd stay up all night playing Madden, and we would always do the fantasy draft, and we would draft Kyle Bowler. And by 3 a.m., that dude was a 97. What a cannon.
Bro, I have no idea who that is. I'm 23.
He went to Cal. Anyway, Jordan, he was a bust. Look him up. I think he was the same draft class as Big Ben. He went to Baltimore, and he was not good at football, but he was number 1 in our hearts. Jordan, thank you for calling.
Hey, really quickly, I know you're busy during the season, so this could be like a once a year in the off season sort of thing where you rebuild the.
Yeah, I like it. It's a good idea. All right, man. See you, Jordan. All right, John, you're up. You eating? You were hungry for a second. You good? All right. What's up, John? I wanted you to be fully nourished before you talk. All right.
I am. I just hit the gym. I had to get some nourishment in.
Bragging. Okay, cool.
What are we doing, Kyle? When are we going to hold him accountable? He's spending, $80 million on the defensive line? Nah, let's spend $5 on the offensive line and get our quarterbacks killed.
I think that's smart.
And then trade a backup quarterback because, he keeps our quarterbacks so safe.
After talking about how important it is to have depth in the quarterback room all year. Actually, we don't want that anymore. We don't care.
We want to practice squad as a third-string guy, and we're going to carry 3 all year.
Yeah.
Let's not do what the Eagles did and get a great offensive line and, I don't know, go to the Super Bowl?
Or the Chiefs.
Yeah.
Let's do something totally. Let's spend no money on the offense, except for the left tackle, who's 35.
And then there's no plan for the future there either.
No.
And we're going to wait the one good left tackle we have in Il Manning. Like, we could have built him up, maybe take over Trent's spot, but no. We're just going to let him go to – where do you go?
No, they had to keep Matt Pryor, who's not going to be the league next year.
Feliciano, Zakel, bye.
Why is Nick Zakel on this team?
No reason.
What does he do?
Gets pushed around and slapped around.
It's like a 52-man roster with an intern.
Yep. And we're losing out on like Quantrez Knight and these groups.
He brings the donuts to the meeting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
nice to have a guy who brings donuts. I like Krispy Kreme.
Yeah.
Especially, those offensive linemen got to eat a lot of calories. It's not easy. So someone's got to be on top of that. So
yeah. Or you could
selfless, thankless job.
You could just find good ones and pay them and they can feed themselves. But
you're not allowed to do that. You have to cut corners financially at quarterback and offensive line. It's a smart thing to do, John.
Don't you think it's better to get just young DBs and just keep drafting that way? Because it is a skill, fast position. You know what I'm saying?
Let's come back to O-line for a second, and before I let you go. A lot of people compare Kyle and Andy Reid because of like their results. I think they're like opposites in terms of offensive philosophy. Andy Reid's run game is not a big emphasis of what he does. He runs the ball enough to keep you honest, but like a big thing with him is just the screens on, like the extended handoff has always been a big part of his offense. And ever since he was in Philly, people said he didn't run the ball enough. He's all about the screen game and the drop back passing game, which is why he invests in quarterback and offensive line. Running backs and wide receivers are totally replaceable with him. Goodbye, Tyreek Hill. Kyle's the opposite, man. He wants to run the ball. He's a run-first guy. He's a play-action second. He spends on tight ends, running backs, wide receivers, everything except quarterback and offensive line. It's the opposite.
And he doesn't trust his quarterbacks.
Right. Like not only does Andy Reid trust him and empower him, but he protects him. Like Kyle doesn't do any of that. He's like, my protection for you is when you hand the ball off.
We're going to put Tyler Kroft out there, and hopefully he protects you.
Yeah. Yeah.
Makes sense.
All right, John. Yeah. All right, John. Thank you for all the snark. I appreciated it. Take care.
No problem, man. Thanks.
All right. Irvin, you're next. Then Ben. Jeremy Price. Close to 500 people watched it. Come on, Niner gang. Hit that like button. Jeremy Price. Love you, man. Irvin Niner Johnson. Irvin Niner Johnson. My guy. What's up?
Well, nothing, man. In the process of moving, just moved yesterday out to VA. You know, I was in Maryland before. Yeah.
Okay.
Bro.
That's what's up.
Process.
Congrats. Congrats.
Thank you, man. Thank you. Appreciate it. Just wanted to take a quick break and jump on here real quick. I saw you on the phone. Like, yeah, man, I've been waiting for him to do this, man, because it's crazy. As far as the whole Nick Bosa shit, excuse my language, I don't know where he is, man, but I'm kind of torn in between signing him and letting him go, because if you sign him, you know, you're definitely allocating a lot of money towards this guy, and I don't know if you're going to have enough money to pay the rest of the people that you're going to need to pay in the next.
I mean, signing his brother to a huge contract wasn't necessarily the move that put the Chargers over the top, and they do have a franchise quarterback. I don't know. Maybe this will be the year.
Right, that's what I'm saying, and it's not like they weren't formidable without him when he was hurt. Like,
yeah,
you know what I'm saying? They still made it pretty far.
They had a top 5 defense without him. You could argue that losing Jimmy was more impactful that year in 2020. Real quick, the last guy, Jeremy Price, said it'd be a morale boost when Nick Bosa gets signed. Like, you really telling me after like fumbling around all offseason with the kicker spot and the quarterback spot and Nick Bosa that all they're going to do is sign him at the last minute and be like, boom, what a huge success. And they're going to get a standing ovation for doing something they should have done a month ago. That seems like a pretty lame, contrived morale boost.
Yeah, I don't.
Hey, Nick Bosa isn't going to skip week 1. Hooray.
Yeah, I don't really know about the whole morale boost, man.
I don't know.
Maybe a little bit because of what happened with Trey for the fans. Like, because if they let him go at this point, if they just let him go after what just happened with Trey, like half the fan base is probably going to melt down. I ain't going to lie.
Do you remember that Chris Rock bit from like 30 years ago where he's like, people just want credit for shit they're supposed to do. Like the Niners were supposed to extend Nick Bosa. Why do they get credit for some shit they're supposed to do? What do you want? A cookie?
Yes.
Come on.
Yes. That's
like
exactly
if Nick Bosa's on the field week 1, we'll be like, cool, he was supposed to be. If he's not, then people are going to be pissed.
Exactly. They're very pissed. Very pissed. That's what I'm saying.
And even the way Kyle talks about it, like, yeah, I'm not worried. Like, we expected this. Like, okay, cool. Be on the field week 1. And then we're not going to make a big deal about it because you expected it. So I expect it.
I expect it too.
End of story. Yeah.
I'd be very highly surprised if he's not.
Like, don't not be on the field week 1 after saying you expected it, you budgeted it. Because then the jokes just write themselves.
Yeah, I think the deal's pretty much already done. They're just working out some little semantics.
I would think so. I think the Niners just want to make it seem like they played hardball, even though they're going to give Nick every single thing he wanted.
They're going to give him every red cent. Like, but
they're going to be like, let's not make it seem like we just rolled over. Let's drag this out so that the next great player thinks, the Niners, boy, they drive a hard bargain. Like, no, they really don't.
Listen, dude, this front office, man, they don't know like the left from the right now. With that whole Trey Lance situation, sorry to keep harping on it real quick, bro. The fact that they're trying to play this like they're doing the best thing for him Like we just wanted to make sure we put him in the best situation. We want to give him every opportunity to succeed. So you send him to the team that's like been your biggest competition in the division almost for the last 2 years.
Also, you wait until the end of the offseason to trade him. Like, he can't even learn the he can't compete for the job. He can't learn the offense. He's way behind. The nice thing to do, once you signed Sam Darnold and you knew Sam Darnold was going to be your backup quarterback, could have traded Trey Lance before the draft, given him an entire offseason with another team. That's what you do if you're trying to be nice to the player. You weren't doing that. You were just like, oh my God, a 4th-round pick for this guy who we think sucks. Oh my God, let's take it. And then Nate Sudfeld tears his ACL like 3 hours later.
Bruh, they're trying to make it seem like they really believe that this guy's going to do well. Like, if you thought he was going to do
the book has not been written on Trey Lance.
If you thought he was going to do well, you're not sending him to a team that you're possibly going to have to play again in the playoffs or a big game to get to the Super Bowl. You're not sending him there because guess what? You might have to see him again. So now, get that.
And I can see why the Cowboys are interested in him. Like, they have Dak Prescott, who just led the league in interceptions. So Trey Lance's whole thing is he doesn't really throw picks, or he didn't in college. So I can see why Jerry Jones is like, Dak, paying you a lot of money. If you keep throwing all these picks, I'm getting rid of you and going cheaper quarterback too, because that seems to be what the cool kids are doing these days. Irvin, good stuff.
All right,
appreciate you, man. Have a great time. Good luck moving. That ain't easy.
Man.
All right, man. Later. Mikey says, hey, here's $2, Grant. Now my bank went negative. Man, why'd you be careful? Go in Jack's game. Hope to see you there, John. All right, yeah, for sure. Looking forward to going to Jacksonville, Florida. Ben, are you ready? You look like you're ready. I think you're definitely ready, man. What's up?
What's up?
How you doing?
Good. I don't have much faith in these guys anymore. Like, if we get hurt at any key position, we're so thin. I think the season could be shot real quick.
If they have a lot of injuries this year and miss the playoffs, would you give them the injury excuse and be like, hey, man, they got hurt. They had players injured. Sorry.
No, they've had that too many years now.
Yeah.
Too many years.
Like, that's
No.
Yeah.
No.
That's their pattern. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I mean, they have a high bar this year, right? Like, I think that Niner fans are like, look, if you win, we're happy. Yeah, but if you fall short, we're no patience anymore. We've been patient. We were patient through the Trey Lance thing. You let us on. You wasted our time. Don't know why we talked about him if you weren't ever going to play him. So show us that all your decisions led to
something
greatness.
Good. And it's not. You can't throw all that away, all that capital.
Like, your process has been ridiculous, but you're this close. So just show that none of it matters and that the ends justify the means. Prove that.
It's frustrating. It's 10 years, it seems like, as an organization.
Feels like it.
So close. Like,
it's crazy going back and look at Kyle when they hired him and looking at him now. He has aged 15 years. It's wild. Meanwhile, I look younger.
Oh, every day. Younger every day.
So do you. You look phenomenal.
Have a wonderful day, sir.
Thanks for waiting, Ben. Sorry to make you wait. Take care.
Good.
All right, 49er-ish pod. Are you ready? I think he's ready. What's up?
What's up? So,
how you doing?
Good. This is super off topic. So this is going back a little bit. So I had a question for you. So they describe, I think ESPN and a bunch of places describe Tarvarius Ward as a top 10 quarterback, or at least 11 or so. And so you've been talking a lot about Brandon Ayuk. And so I wanted to know if you remember any of the battles between Brandon Ayuk and Tarvarius Ward. Like, was it pretty close? Was Brandon Ayuk decidedly better? What's your take on that? I'd
have to say it's pretty close. They each sort of win their battles, but it could go either way. Most of the time, Ayuk's on the left side of the formation going against Lenore in practice. But when they do go against each other, Ward and Ayuk, Ward wins those battles. He holds his own.
Okay.
They're both really good. They're both really good. Yeah.
So between Ayuk and Lenore, is that
Ayuk? That's Ayuk. But I will say, like, no disrespect to Lenore, and I feel like he's gotten a whole lot better from covering him every day in practice. A whole lot.
Right. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. That's good work for him.
So maybe it's too late to ask this to Kyle or so, but I just want to know, I guess, by what metric does he grade Sam Darnold? I just want to know, like, how he views him in general.
Vibes.
How would you describe Sam Darnold's vibe?
Oh, that's a good question. Kind of milk toast, kind of lacking confidence and decisive. That kind of like, what do you want to do tonight? I don't know. That's him in the pocket. What do you want to eat for dinner? I don't know.
Yeah, I keep talking to Carolina fans, and everybody says the same thing about Sam Darnold is, nah.
Nah. People had a lot of looked at him for a long time. Kyle's the one guy in the world being like, you're all wrong.
Right.
Why didn't he have that attitude with Trey? Only Sam. Crazy. No, he could have traded 3 first-round picks for Sam Darnold 2 years ago, but no, he traded him for Trey. Explain that.
Trey was never going to get that kind of love. Ever. Even like when I saw him not being picked up when he broke his ankle, I was like,
that was it.
Yeah,
it's over.
That was it.
Yeah.
Even when, it was his first year, like it was never that.
Yeah, crazy.
But anyway,
the 30 for 30 on that's going to be crazy, man. Good to see you, dude.
Oh my God, I wish.
I wish. Later. Later. Me too. All right. Zach, hold on, TC. I don't trust you at all. You're going to have to put your camera on or get the hell up out of here because people be doing crazy stuff on the internet, man. I don't know you. TC. That is your real name. What's up, TC? You'll be next. Zach, what's up?
Yo, what's up, Grant?
How you doing?
Good. I had one thing I want to say. I got 2 small things, but what I wanted to say was I think Trey has to be so ecstatic right now to be out of here, dude, because when you think about it, he's doing the same thing in both places. I mean, he was going to be quarterback 3 here, or he could have learned an entire new playbook, got an entire new head coach, entire new city, and been quarterback 3 somewhere else. And he clearly wanted to go somewhere else, dude. And what's the difference?
Crazy.
Kyle's not over there. So I think it
shows you how much he doesn't like Kyle, and I don't think Jimmy likes Kyle, and this is like a theme with the former quarterbacks, and I think people are starting to realize like this is highly unusual, to put it nicely.
Yeah,
that's the word of the season right now. Until they're 5-0, the word of the season is weird.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, 100%. Super weird. I mean,
super weird, unnecessarily weird for a team that has Super Bowl aspirations. Yes.
It's crazy, dude. It's the strangest situation I've ever seen. But also, I wanted to bring up Sam Darnold. You just talked about it too. But I was gonna say the same thing. I just think it's so funny how we've all seen Sam Darnold, and I know he hasn't had the greatest teams, but we've seen Sam Darnold not play very well at all in his whole career. But Kyle's gonna magically turn him around into this. He's the only guy that wants him. He's gonna magically turn him around into this great quarterback. I don't trust Kyle's judgment anymore.
I just think it shows how little Kyle thinks of Brock. He calls him the real. You think you can magically turn around Sam Darnold? You must think that you're 100% responsible for what Brock did last year.
Yeah.
When, man, I think Brock was probably doing a lot of things on his own.
Oh yeah.
Freelancing, improving,
100%.
Stuff that he didn't see. Yeah.
Kyle had no intention of playing Purdy. If Purdy was so good, why was he quarterback 3 and had no intention of playing in the beginning of the season? Like if he was so good.
And so I think that's how he's spinning it. Like, look, it's not that I overlooked Purdy. It's that when Purdy got out there, I did such a good job coaching him. And if you don't believe me, watch what I do with Sam Darnold. Okay, well, I don't believe you, and I'm going to watch what you do with Sam Darnold.
Exactly. I don't believe you at all.
I don't believe you at all. Yeah. Good stuff, Zach.
Right on, Grant. See you soon, man.
All right, man. Right on. TC, you look ready. I think you're ready, TC. I trust you. What's up?
Grant, what's up, bro?
How you doing, man?
What's up, big dog? Man, it's been a minute. I ain't called in a minute. What's up, man? You know, I'm always in the chat. Hey, I like how you said that on Larry and on 95.7 when he said Kyle Shanahan is a glorified. You know, that's my word. I think Kyle Shanahan is a glorified high-level loser.
Yeah, I would have to say so, man. And he outsources all the leadership. Like, it's Fred Warner. Some days Fred Warner is the head coach of the team. Some days George Kittle's the head coach of the team. It's like they take turns. It's fair.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, hey, this is it. You know, this is it. Grant, Trey, you know, Lance moved on. You know, I wish him the best. You know, I was pulling for Lance too, though. You know, it was only a couple of us, me, you, Ryan. I ain't got to get into everybody, Jesse, but hey, you know, he going to go over there and he going to shine. But at the same time, this is it, Kyle. This is it. You know what I'm saying? No, you got the real deal. You got the next Steve Young, right?
Yeah. So you got Evander Holyfield and Steve Young in the same quarterback room, man. Make it work.
Period. So you either got to get it done, bro. Or you're out, bro.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm saying like you said, it's a lot of this fan base, and I'm kind of glad that a lot of this fan base is finally waking up and not being blind anymore just because it's the faithful. No, bro, you got to realize what's going on. I know they've been having a little bit of success, but this dude has not got the most important position correct, bro. The quarterback. He's dancing around, playing around, Go ahead, Grant.
And the thing about Kyle is like he's been able to use a quarterback as a scapegoat his entire time here. Like this isn't, it's Brian Hoyer is not really who I wanted. Like Jimmy Garoppolo, I kind of wanted Kirk Cousins instead. Trey Lance, he's not ready. So you can always blame the quarterback for whatever goes wrong, any loss. This year you can't do that. You wanted both of these quarterbacks. You wanted them like handpicked. So make it work.
Yeah. So you got to have you. That's it, Kyle. And then Steve Wilkes. Yeah.
And if Steve Wilkes struggles again, it's like, Kyle, you wanted Steve Wilkes. You could have had Vic Fangio, but you wanted Steve Wilkes so you could keep the wide nine, man. Like, it all goes back to you. This is all what you wanted.
Yeah. So this is it, in my opinion. So that's all I had, Grant. I just want to jump on and say what's up, bro.
Good to see you, CC.
For sure.
All right. For sure. Kenny. I'm worried about our cohesiveness overall. Other teams had time to gel in camp without distractions or QB uncertainty. Your thoughts? No, I think distractions and QB uncertainty is how you want to prepare for the season. Everyone else tries to avoid those things, but the Niners zig where other teams zag. And now you're going to see other teams creating unnecessary drama, having backup quarterback competitions, waiting until right before the season starts to sign their best player. Like, this is how you do it. Take notes. Voice ad agency who's been drinking. It's 10 in the morning, but I think you're on the East Coast, so it's up.
First of all, yes, I am on the East Coast.
Drinking a little rosé. What it do?
What do you do in Jacksonville?
Where you at? Are you in Jacksonville?
I'm in Melbourne, Florida, about 2.5 hours north. South.
One of the things I remember about Atlanta was how dedicated everyone is to brunch on the weekends. I loved it because I like brunch too. Everyone's doing brunch. Yeah, it's fun. Hella fun.
Day drinking.
Yep, Atlanta, good times. And then like R&B played, like just Ashanti everywhere. R&B, Atlanta. People just, it's fun. I like Atlanta. It's not underrated, but I didn't know what to think, but it's fun.
How's my audio, Grant?
It sounds good.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So I got, I guess, 3 things, and
you got 3 minutes.
All right, 3 things for 3 minutes, then, dog. First thing, what are you going to Pittsburgh?
Yes.
Okay. Are you going to be able to do the comphone? The reason why I ask is because I have a certain way that I want to open up week 1 for you.
I mean, I don't know. I might not want to do it on the road, but we'll see. I could maybe do it before I go.
Okay.
We'll see.
All right. Can I email you with my idea?
Yeah, of course. Email me.
All right. What's the
email? My email? I can't tell you what my email is because people will try to ruin your life if they get your email. DM. You don't know it? You've emailed me before.
Did I? I think
Haven't
I
you?
DM'd you on Twitter.
Okay. All right. I'll check the DM. I'll check the DMs.
All right. Check out the voice ad agency on Twitter. I'll do it that way.
All right.
All right. Second thing, I always like calling you out and everything else. I have no call outs for you. None. Damn. I actually have flowers for you and your dad.
Oh, wow.
I appreciate the way that you guys have commentated and everything else on behalf of Trey Lance and as far as on the African-American public of just calling out as far as it's truth.
Yeah.
Not taking a side, but it's true. I saw where you've gotten called out saying that you're a lib and whatever it was. And when you called that dude and just said F you to him, good for you.
Thank you.
Good for you.
Yeah.
Dad. But I love that you guys truly keep it real. Third thing, because I know my minutes are getting up.
Appreciate it.
I think I'm done with Shanahan. I'm just sorry to say I don't know if it was you or Jess, but there was one thing that came out that they were talking about somebody on his staff where he said he doesn't have the temperament to be able to judge fairly. Like when you get in his doghouse, that he can't, judge fairly or analyze fairly.
It's a little emotional.
That's what I seen with this Trey Lance issue. Completely, especially with Darnold. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
I've been talking to fans who are not 49er fans, and everybody else is just surprised with this. Like, really? You're going to go with that?
Yeah.
And
agree.
Instead of him.
Strange emotional decision.
Yeah. And just to close this, what I'm most upset with was his press conference where he's trying to do the woe's me thing. I don't think he did Trey any favors. I want to know the other teams that inquired about him and if he had a better opportunity to get playing time with those other teams instead of burying him in Dallas. That's what I wonder about.
Yeah, if you really want to talk about doing what's right for the kid, how about put him in Tampa or something like that?
Exactly.
Yeah. Hey, man, good to see you. Thanks for calling in. Later. Crazy Rod 16. I brung up God Complex because of the movie Malice. The doctor and Kyle Shanahan both questioned the people who accusing them of handling the situation wrong. I've never seen Malice. I'll check it out, and I'll get back to you on that. Richgravy, and then Isaac Garcia, and then the show is over. Rich.
Hey, my guy, Grant.
What's up, Rich?
I had to get in here, man, on this Trey Lance issue, bro. You can't trade 3 first-round picks and a third and then give up on a guy after 4 starts. I don't care who it was. If it was Mac Jones, if it was Justin Fields, it's the worst trade in the 49ers draft history, in my personal opinion. You just can't do it. And I got all invested in Trey. My son got all invested in Trey. Then you send him to Dallas. That's a slap in the face of the 49ers fans. I'm like, to Dallas?
Yeah.
So my son is like, well, Dad,
even Steve Young said that. Like, how do you do that? Yeah.
He said, I got to rock with Dallas on the new Madden. I'm like,
damn.
Niner fans and the Cowboy fans, because you got us all invested in Trey Lance. I thought it was going to be great, man. He won the game against Denver for you. He looked way better than Sam Darnold.
Houston.
Everybody with eyes could see that.
Oh, Denver.
Hey, Sam Darnold.
Yeah.
Guys are going to say, oh, Sam Darnold is the number 2. If I was Trey, I'd have been like, get me out of here, bro.
Yeah. Which I think he did, and I respect it.
Asking for a trade. I'm like,
what's the point of staying someplace where they're not going to give you a fair shot, even in practice? Like, forget getting on the field. You can't even be number 2 because Sam Darnold clearly separated. Like, no, he didn't. I was there. No one felt that.
Great, Grant. You watched every practice.
It never happened. Man, they said it. They said it happened around the Raider game. There was a practice a few days after the Raider game. One was literally 1 for 7. Like, what? What are you talking about? I mean, ask Jackhammer. I mean, other people were there. They saw it.
Nobody saw that Sam Darnold separated.
Nah. Well, Kyle saw it. Kyle saw what he wanted to see.
Yeah, exactly. They had it in their mind the moment they signed Sam Darnold, they were going to give her the Trey.
Yeah, absolutely. They just had to make it look like a competition because they understood how insane it would be to just make Sam Darnold the number and say Trey lost.
Man, absolutely. It just didn't make any sense. So for them to trade him to Dallas for a 4th-round pick, they're on the hot seat with me. I know you've been saying they've been on the hot seat with you for a while. They're on the hot seat with me. You guys got to win a Super Bowl, get to a Super Bowl, show that, our investment in Brock Purdy, because I don't want to see a game. I don't want to see one game with Sam Darnold in it. I really don't.
Nope.
He's terrible.
Yep.
And, I started my own YouTube channel because of you. You inspired me. The 49ers train. You guys go like and subscribe. I break down different footage. I'm doing an all 22 greatest 49ers ever.
That's what's up.
I'm looking forward.
I can tell you're a natural, man. I'm gonna subscribe. Put it in the chat box.
I put it in. I put it in the chat.
All right, Rich.
Thank you for the moment. All right.
Thank you, Rich. Have a good one. All right, Isaac, you ready? I think you're ready. You look ready.
Yes, sir. What's up, Grant?
What's up, Isaac?
What's up, man? How you doing, bro?
I'm doing great. How are you?
I'm doing good. Man. I'm fucking excuse my language, but man, I'm just stressed out about this team. Like, I'm just so.
Yo, hold on. You got to move that thing in the back. I don't know what the hell that is. We come back to you. Got like some paraphernalia back there. Get that out of there. Gabriel, what's up?
Hey man, what's going on? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Hey, been a big fan for a lot of time, man.
Thank you.
So my only question, straight up, everybody's saying Kyle Shanahan should be fired if we don't make the Super Bowl and all that. Who are we going to replace him with?
Me. I'm going to handle it. I got it. Man. Me and you, baby. Me and you. No, that's a good question. This year, I was suggesting the dude who went to Indianapolis, who came from Philly, because he had a hand in developing Jalen Hurts. He had a hand in developing Justin Herbert. I don't know. I don't know. But if I were Jed, I would be interviewing people that have a reputation for developing quarterbacks. Like Brian Daboll, the guy with the Giants,
Yeah.
That's a coach I would prefer. I mean, he's not available, but that kind of guy I prefer over Kyle because say what you want about his scheme. I don't give a damn about your scheme. Like, what can you do with the quarterback? I mean, I care about your scheme, but that's secondary.
Thomas. Not Solomon Thomas. What's his name? From ROD, defense coordinator with the Jets. Saleh, yeah. Because let's be honest, the Jets have to make the Super Bowl supposedly.
I mean,
if they have a bad record, he's fired.
Yeah, he is. But then you wouldn't want him. But the thing that's interesting about Saleh is he got the quarterback. He got Aaron Rodgers. Kyle never could. You feel like Kyle would have like an ego clash with him. Aaron Rodgers, he seems to work with Robert Saleh because all Robert Saleh does is say, "Oh man, he's a Hall of Fame quarterback."
Very true, very true. I just believe like no matter what, we lose at the end. If we get rid of Kyle, we're going to be in the top 10 draft pick for the next 2 years. If we don't get rid of Kyle, we're still going to have this drama.
Yep, agree. Well, we'll see, man. We'll see. I think he's got to perform this year. It seems like with this team, he's built it. It's great. But if he can't win a Super Bowl with the best roster, then maybe someone else should get a shot.
And last question, man. This is a big question. What is Ayuk worth? How his contract? What do you think he's gonna be worth?
Damn, at least $20 million a year. Yeah.
Yeah, most likely because of that freaking guy in Houston got that much, huh?
Yep, agree. Gabriel, I got to run, man. Good to see you.
Thank you, sir.
All right, take care. All right, I got to end the show there. I'm sorry about that, Isaac. Niners Gravy Train says, please subscribe and come take a ride on the Niners Gravy Train YouTube channel. I'm currently 4 players on my all-time first team Niners. I have Patrick Willis, Ronnie Lott, Jerry Rice, and Frank Gore. Can't wait to see it. Thanks for coming on, Niners Gravy Train. Ezio Sanchez says, is Kyle Juszczyk the goldfish in the back of the cart? Yes. Thomas says, Purdy's only engaged. Is he allowed to deload yet? I don't think so. I don't think God would approve. I'm not sure, though. Haven't asked him. Haven't talked recently. Maybe there's a new update to the rules, terms and conditions of being a human being. Don't know. Thank you very much for watching, everyone.